Good evening, welcome to tonight's stream. Short hop again. It's late, and there'll be a quick flight from Leeds Bradford across to Manchester. We are in the Phoenix A320, Airbus A320. And here we are at Leeds. It's live weather and live time of day, obviously. Just a minute while I just get this stream sort of set up a little bit better. Oh, that can't be right. Why is that so small? Anywho, right. So, let's get this beast on the road, shall we? So let's go up here. We will check our fire warnings. That's the APU. That's engine number 2. And that's engine number 1. So they're all set. Set our ADs to align. They take about 8 minutes. APU can come on. Let's go across to our electronic flight bag. Import our flight plan from Sim Brief when it allows us. So EGNM, EGCC, we're 9 minutes delayed. Never mind, doesn't matter. Ground services, let's get some stairs and doors open. So we can get a few people on the boarding. Let's pop some lights on in here. Did I put the beacon light on? Yeah. Oh, just a moment while I just retrieve my joystick. Stick. Let's put some lights on down here. All the lights in the world. This is our QNH 21016. And at the same time, let's just open vPilot because I haven't even opened it. And we will connect to the VATSIM network. Maybe we've got some controllers locally. Let's see. Let's get things a little bit more set up first of all. So we just need to check that we have the APU available. It is available, so we can put on the APU bleed. Get the air conditioning working, and now we can start boarding some passengers. So we're expecting 127 passengers. Load the aircraft with it in a 7-minute fast time. While that's happening, so people are boarding, we will go to our init page, initialize our request for flight. So it should be up here from EGNM to EGCC. It is. Flight number today is Echo India November 6 Papa Mike. Cost index from Volanta is, well, it's from Simbrief, is 53. That's quite high. Don't know if that's good or bad. And our cruise level, I think, was 8,000 feet. Let's have a look. It is. We'll go flight level 80. Init B page, we will be. So we are refueled, so 4.4 tons. 4.4 tons. As we are refueled, we can put on the seatbelt sign. Oh, that's weird. Bear with me one moment, because I've got one of my shortcuts set up incorrectly. and 1. Okay, Alt and 1. Alright. That's fine. Alt and 1 for that one. That's 9. That must be 0 then. Okay. That makes more sense. Right, let's just check that our captain one works. Come over here. Captains, yes it does. And our cabin, there we go. That's our cabin. Right overwing. Left overwing. Back to here. So we are boarding. We have got our APU on. We've got nav lights on. We have seatbelt signs on. We are waiting for people to get on. 47 people so far. We don't have any controllers here, so let us put our flight plan. We're going direct to Nelson, so we can just clear that. No, don't want that. Okay, then we'll just go direct to Nelson when we take off. Alright, okay, let's just departure. Runway 14. No SID. Insert. Clear. Flight plan discontinuity. Okay, we'll just put Nelson in there. Let me clear it now. Yes. That's fine. So that's direct to Nelson, and then we have Rosslyn, and then it's direct to Manchester, arriving 05 left. With no star. Grand, righty-ho. We're back to our init B page. We're just waiting for these passengers to get on board. Come on, about another 50 people to get on. IRSs are, or ADs are they called in Airbus world, are not aligned yet. We haven't also put our lights on over here. "8,000 feet is our cruise level for a very brief moment in time, I expect, because it's not very far away. In fact, we will put some details in for our approach already, because let's just get the meta for Manchester. So QNH currently at Manchester is 1013. It's very handy. 1013. Standard pressure. Temperature is 12. Winds currently very well at 4 knots, so I'll just put 000 at 4. Flight level 50 is our transit. No, it won't be that. It'll be about 600. Okay, 60. We don't know any of the other details, so we won't put our barrow in yet, because otherwise it confuses the bugger out. Confuses the hell out of it. So let's pop across here. We're still waiting for people to board. In fact, when they have finished boarding, I think the stairs disappear. Oh look, nice car going through our tug. Hello viewer, how are you? One viewer on Twitch. We are streaming simultaneously on Twitch and YouTube. Do we have everybody on board yet? We don't, so let us just go back outside. The trigger for us finishing boarding is going to be the stairs disappearing, but I might be wrong. Yep, there they are. They're gone now. I wasn't even watching. So that's fine. Right, let's go back inside. We should find that our boarding is completed, so it's fine. Get rid of that. Let's go to our ground services. They should have all gone already, so that's fine. Let's connect the tug in preparation for pushback. Chocks and cones can come off. We can go up to the here and switch off our external power and disconnect the GPU. We can now go back to here. We can put our zero fuel weight in, which is going to be 55.9, 30.9, 55.9, 30.9, 55.9, 30.9. Is that correct? 55.9, 30.9. It is correct. Okay. Good evening, Dan. How are you? Come for a laugh. I'm trying to practice some short hops and landings, and the landings are getting worse. I think I'm better off if I do a longer flight, but hey ho. Right, we have start performance. I'm bloody well. I've not spoken to you for a while. Right, so we need some performance data, don't we? So let's go across here. EasyJet sim pilot I am not, but you know what, I try my best anyway. Right, it's not dry here. I think it's been raining. The Meta said something about rain, I think. So let's say it's wet. Load sheet, our packs will be on. Sync the weather, calculate. I've been flying loads lately, and I've fallen in love with the Phoenix now, so yeah, the Phoenix was crap on my computer, and then fly-by-wire was much better, and now it seems to have swapped round. Phoenix is good, and fly-by-wire is stuttery and horrible. So we're going to discover that your buttercream is spreading at Charles de Gaulle. Nothing like spreading a bit of buttercream over Charles de Gaulle. Sorry about that. Right, I will have a look. Not right now though. So 114, 135, 135. I normally write these down. I don't know if I've forgotten where I said already. 1, that's a massive difference, isn't it? So very short until we are enabled to stop, and then we wait for 135. So 143535. 1435. That'll be because it's wet. Flaps, I think might be 2. I don't know. 1 and down 0.3. 1 and down 0.3. No, that's the wrong one. God, 1 and down 0.3. In there. Flex temp will be 68, I bet. Yeah. Oh, no, 67 today. Let's use a 68, 67. And our engine, whatever this is, thrust reduction is 1680. 1680 slash 1680. Don't know what these actually mean, but I think it's like when it reduces thrust for noise abatement type stuff, I think, but I'm not sure. Right, so that's everything set into there. So our speed is now unmanaged, so that's good. Everything else is set, so B and Q? Q and H? I don't know where B and Q came from. You think they look alright? Sorry, your chat's disappeared off the bottom of my chat screen. Yeah, I do like... I've got it set to quite high spec actually. It seems to perform okay. So we're already outside. Let's get our beacon light on. We already have our... No, we don't. Fuel pump's going to come on now. We better speak to some traffic in case there's anybody that wants to depart. Although it doesn't look like there's anybody around. I've got no control. Oh, there's somebody at ground at Manchester. Not you, is it, Dan? Who is it? Miguel. Okay. Not San Miguel, just Miguel. Why is it parked at a bus shelter? Because that's Leeds, Bradford. Have you never been to Leeds, Bradford? you just have this long walkway that just you walk along. Obviously, that's a walkway. Literally, you come out of the terminal building, and rather than get a bus, because we're tight in Yorkshire, you walk all the way along here under this coloured area and come out of here. You do have the luxury of a bus when you get back, though. They don't trust you, obviously, to walk back to the building. They just like you to walk to the aeroplane. Leeds Bradford's awesome. Shut up. I nearly went up to see them struggling with the weather yesterday because it was a bit windy. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. So, pushback is a bit of a ball ache on this because it apparently doesn't like pushback express or whatever it is I usually use. So we have to do it by hand, which means I have to sort of go like this so that I can actually see where we're going. Just look outside. So we are pushing back with our tail to the right because we're going to be taxiing off to the left. So let's get it going. Leeds traffic. Oh, I'm talking to myself there. That's weird. How has that happened? I thought I was actually interrupting somebody else, but it was myself. How's it doing that? It's coming... that is weird. Do you know what? It's because I probably haven't even set... No, I haven't even set it. It's on the same frequency for both. 122.8 might be helpful if it's on Unicom. One good thing about the fly-by-wire, it does actually default to Unicom. This one didn't. Leeds traffic, Shamrock6 Papa Mike at stand 13, pushing back to face to the west. Or north. One of the two. Northwest, probably. Anyway, right. So, let us start our pushback. Boom. Parking brake can come off. Ignition switch can go to ignition. Let's wait for those fans to die down. Come on, AC, disappear. Thank you. And starting at engine number 2. And oh, I don't know why. What's that doing? Why is that doing that? Engine start, fault, thrust lever not at idle. It is, you lying bitch. Right, okay, let's go over here. And let us swing the tail around to that side. Probably left it too late now, but never mind. West or north? Well, it's sort of northwest. Try to look at my Volanta thing down here. Oh. And it is, oh, it is west actually. It's alright. Nobody's listening to me anyway, it don't matter. That's going to be not a bad pushback there. Have to be careful about using my right mouse to pan around because it switches off the ignition switch. Start engine number 1. Let's just hop inside very quickly and stop our pushback before we go around in circles. Parking brake can come back on. We'll leave the tug connected for a moment till we get the good engine start. Let's have a look at the engines. Or the engine information. Let's click on our pushback timer and let's put our predictive wind shear on. So this switch here in the Phoenix, if I press my right mouse, it puts it back to the middle every time I press my right mouse, which makes it very difficult to pan around, so you have to use your scroll wheel. Top tips. Anyway, right. I think we're ready. We haven't got those engines ready yet, but they are almost. What's going on? Okay, engine number 1 is now available, so we will put our switch back to normal mode. We will put, we'll leave our, we'll leave our squawk at 2000, and I'll just pop this to standby NTA, and what else? That's about it, I think. Right, let's check, in fact, shall we let the tug go now? We started, oh Jesus, we're still going round. Oh, but Jesus. So that's what happens if you don't stop. I did stop. There wasn't even a tug attached, although there was. So now we've gone completely It's a known issue, as far as I'm aware, with Microsoft Flight Sim, that it's only in the Phoenix store when if you use the right mouse to scroll around, it puts the switch back. On the fly-by-wire, it doesn't, so that's another plus point for fly-by-wire. But yeah, I've just done the shittest pushback there because I think the pushback tug thought I was going to runway 32, which is down there, but I'm not. I'm going, actually, we could go down there. We planned that. It wasn't a mistake, we planned it. So, let's put our taxi light on. Let's get rid of our APU. Let us, what am I doing now? Yes, go down here. Check our flight controls. So we have full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral. I'll just bring my rudder pedals under my feet. Rudder pedals, full right, full left. And last thing we need to do before we come away from this page is put our trim to down 0.3, which we can do with our trim wheel. To there, that's fine. Okay. What else do we need to do? Okay, let's set up for departure. Let's get our takeoff configuration sorted out. So auto brakes to maximum. We'll put our spoilers out to 1 if you can see them. It's night time, so let's dim the lights in the cabin, shall we? Make it all cozy. Cabin lights are now off. Bit too dark, but you've got a reading light if you need it. That's fine, right. What else do we need to do? Arm our spoilers. Boom. And test the takeoff configuration. It is takeoff no blue. Right, let's go. Leeds traffic, Shamrock 6 Papa Mike, taxiing from stand 13 to runway 14. I can't believe we've actually got a stand 13. They don't have a stand 13 at Manchester. Assuming it's unlucky, I guess. Anywho, let's go. Takes quite a bit of oomph to get this thing moving and to keep it moving. Right, we're going to go down here. So all is not lost. We'd meant to push back to face this way. We're going down here, which is, I don't know what this is. This is November. I can see it on Volanta. Let's just make Volanta centre me up. So we're going down November. We're going to backtrack runway 14 and Leeds traffic, Shamrock 6 Papa Mike is entering runway 14 to backtrack for departure. So before we get to runway 14, which is here. Oh, get out of the way, you stupid car. Do you know, it's making me laugh. I don't know what's happened with some of the sceneries, but all the places where there's a bridge under the runways, the cars are now going over the runway rather than going under the runway, which is a bit stupid. How did that go? Alright, let's just have a quick check, make sure nothing is approaching. Nothing is approaching. So, before we enter the runway, let us put our strobe lights on. So that we flash. That's good. Right, we're off. Bit of oomph. Quite a bit of oomph. I think even the runway is hilly. Even the taxiways are hilly in Leeds. Right, we are taxiing. So let's just see if we can see any cars going across the runway down here. Interesting concept. Bam bam. I keep forgetting that I'm on camera and I probably should look like I know what I'm doing or not look like a dick, but hey ho. Hey ho. So we have just up here a bridge going under the runway. Sorry, a tunnel going under the runway. Very difficult to have a bridge under a runway, isn't it? But anyway, tunnel, which is about here, I think. And often cars can be seen driving across. Maybe it's late at night, maybe the traffic levels are quite reduced. Didn't see any. I'll probably see someone take off, but hey ho. Right, we're gonna just whiz off down here. Down Echo. Bish bash bosh. Technically I could turn my strobe off just now, but I'm not gonna bother. What's the point? There's nobody here to see whether I'm being realistic or not. Okay, let's just hold short of runway 14 here and give one final announcement to make sure nobody's inbound. Can't see anybody coming in. Leads traffic, Shamrock6 Papa Mike, holding at Echo 1 for runway 14. Anybody on approach, please announce yourself now. Announce? Maybe I should say disclose or something. Oh, we've got a Manchester 80, so let's have a quick look at that. Ah, you bloody bollocks, eh? Okay, right, we won't depart just yet because our flight plan is wrong. Let's change our arrival to 2-3 right, which according to the winds it shouldn't be, but hey ho. We'll just trust the VATSIM controller, no start and insert, and let's just check if we've got any discontinuities. No. Marvellous. Let's put this one into performance. Right, we're ready to go. Let's put our that thing, TARF. That thing. Such a knowledgeable pilot I am. I've got 4 viewers. That's the most I've had ever. It's not actually. Not true. Right, let's line up then. Leads traffic, Shamrock6 Papa Mike lining up runway 14. Did I say one way there or runway? Not sure. Whoosh. Them engines blasting out. Okay, so we've got V1 speed of 114, so we let go of the throttles at 114. But then we don't actually rotate until 135. I said it's wet and it isn't wet, is it? But anyway, we did say on the Meta light showers. Clearly they have dispersed. Right, we are on the runway. We have been given takeoff clearance, so let us put our takeoff lights on. Bing bong, the cabin. Cabin crew, seats for landing. Should have been sat down. For landing? No, we're not landing. We're taking off. Jolly good. Right, we are ready. So, brakes on. Doesn't really need brakes on. Throttles to 50%. Allow those engines to spool up. Forward pressure on the stick to make sure we don't lift off before we're ready. And engines are stabilized, so flex. Airspeed is alive. We have 100 knots. No, I don't. 100 knots is now. We have V1, take my hand off the throttle. Ooh, we're all over the shop here. And we have rotate, so lift this bugger off the ground. And we are getting blown all over the bloody place. We are in the air, positive rate, gear up. Just okay, levers to climb. Oh, let's climb there. Now let's just take a right turn here. Just do this turn and then we'll get autopilot. going direct Nelsa here, aren't we? I think it's our next waypoint. It is. Right, let's put autopilot on. Autopilot is on. We are still below our flap retract speed, so we still have our flaps out. Took 679. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Don't take any of what I do as any way of how to fly an airplane, because I don't knack all, basically. Are we up to flaps retract speed yet? No, we're increasing our speed very slowly here. Right, let's climb to our cruise level of flight level 80. Let's put ourselves onto standard pressure. Boom, boom. It's a massive pressure difference between Leeds and Manchester. What was Leeds? 10... Actually, no, not that different. 1016. Right, we have fast our flap speed, so flaps can be retracted. There we go. And technically we're not going to get high enough to switch off the passenger seatbelt signs, because we normally switch them off at 10,000 feet. However, we will give them some light in the cabin so they can see what they're doing. There you go. Right, we need to set up some arrival data now. Oh, we did most of it actually. Apart from the wrong runway. Let's just double check. QNH 1013, that is correct. Our temperature is 12, that is correct. Our winds are variable at 4 knots, so I put 0 at 4. That is correct. So our barrow for our arrival, which is going to be runway one way. Say one way. 2, 3 right. Final. We just need to show the chart. So our barrow, our decision height is 449. I should know these off by heart. 449. And I suspect we're probably going to be nearly there already. In fact, if we put our LS on, probably... Yeah, we're not there yet. Took 679. I have no idea what frame rate I'm getting. I could possibly show you if I extend this. I don't know if this is accurate though. Sorry, I'm just going to extend this window because it's got frame rate in the corner. There's the frame rate in the bottom corner, just above Volanta window. I can't read it from here. It says 30, 40, 35, 40. I don't know whether that's good or not, and I don't know whether that's accurate, but that's what the overlay is telling me. I'll just get rid of that again because otherwise it annoys me. There we go. It's suddenly become a lot smoother as the Phoenix, actually, and previously the fly-by-wire was smooth-ish and the Phoenix was terrible, but it seems to have got better. I don't know what's made the difference, whether it's this NVIDIA thing that they've put in. I don't mess around with my settings. Most of them are set to quite high, so... but yeah, it seems to be quite stable now, the Phoenix. I don't have many crashes to desktop. In fact, I haven't had one for ages. Yeah, I was very fortunate to inherit some money just at the end of last year, so I bought myself a very nice gaming PC. It's not the best, but it's... it does what I needed to do, much to my kids' disgust. We're going over Ball Grove, according to Volanta. Right, we are turning down here. Let me just tune in Manchester ground, because that's going to be the next control that we actually speak to. 1850, that's fine. And we probably should be just starting a bit of a descent. Actually, we're not that near yet, are we? How far have we got to go? In terms of track miles, we have got 49 miles to go. So I'm going to reduce down to, let's go down to 4,000. And let's put local QNH, which is 1013, which is actually the same as standard. So we should technically need to change it, but And let's just change it on the standby one. I'm really nervous now because you're going to see how shit I am at landing. And believe me, I am. I've still got my ground spoilers armed. I might as well leave them for now. Let's just start a few things. So brakes to medium. Brakes to medium, and we are descending down to 4,000 feet on the local QNH of 1013. I could be really cheeky and just take a shortcut here. In fact, do you know what? I'm going to be cheeky and take a shortcut. Why not? We've no ATC, so let's just take a shortcut. And come in from this angle. Let's just reduce our speed a tad as well. 230. Gives us a chance. In fact, no, do you know what? I'm going to leave that at 250 so we descend faster. Gosh. I'll leave that at that. Is it still playing? Okay. It is. I've just been messing around with all my stream settings today because I've got an Elgato Stream Deck and microphone and blah blah blah, and they all interact quite well. So I've got scenes that alter the volume of all the inputs and make the music go louder and make the voice go off. And it's the first night trying it right, that wasn't turned enough, so let's turn a little bit more. Let's turn left to heading 120, and we have the ILS is being picked up, which is, so we're 23 miles as the crow flies. Right, we're going to be going too far now, so let's just take that back a bit to 130. And our intercept altitude is 3,500 feet. So let us, we've got 20 miles to go, 3,500. We'll stay at 4. Oh, let's take it down. Let's take it down now. Down to 3,400. What Valance is doing is going a bit bonkers, I think. There we go. We're over Rawtenstall now, Haslingden. To drive through there on the way to work in Wythenshawe, which is near to Manchester Airport. On my commute from Yorkshire across the border. Yep. We have a little bit of fog outside, you can see, and a little bit windy as well. Just a little bit windy. Let's have a look. Oh, we had a bit of stuttering there, you probably noticed. I think we're probably far too low. We're probably going to hit something at this altitude, but there you go. Right, we've got approximately 12 miles to go until we're sort of going to hit the ILS. So just before we get to this waypoint here, if you can see my cursor, which you probably can't actually, I shall point at it. Just before we get to this waypoint that is in front of us, we'll take a right, so we intercept that. We could use autopilot to go to that actually, but let's just vector ourselves in. So we have the ILS diamond there for the localizer. We don't have a diamond yet for the glide slope. We will be below it because we are quite far out, and we are at 3,500 feet. While we're stable at this level, we can reduce our speed. It's a lot easier to reduce your speed whilst flying level than it is when you are descending. Apparently. And we will need to just dim the cabin lights very shortly. We might even get flaps 1 down at this speed. Should we get flaps 1 down? Yes, that's fine. So we're putting our, that's the wrong side. Putting our, you can't see them, putting our slats out. Get your slats out. Okay, so we are approximately 7.5 miles. So what I'm going to do is just turn right to heading 150. And we will arm our localizer. Because we will be coming in very soon. There's no traffic on here. Let's just double check that we have actually got that on. Yes, we do. So that's fine. We can't see any traffic on the radar, so that's good. We'll just check a little bit further. So it's just 160, and let's get our speed down to 180. And we'll go down to flaps 2, speed checked. So we'll be extending the flaps now. And in preparation for landing, we will switch off the cabin lights, so the cabin lights are now out. Oh, we've got some music. Let's see out the window there. Okay, so we are very imminently going to intercept the ILS. We have our glide slope diamond now, which is above us, which is always good. We're at 15 miles, so we're quite far out actually. In fact, let's just... Oh. No, we haven't got it yet. I'm going to just try and shorten this intercept distance. So we might get... I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm talking shite. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Right. FMC. This one is on performance, so we will activate our approach phase very shortly. So we should intercept the localizer. No, we should not just yet. Soon. So the glide slope is moving, so I'm gonna just turn. Shall I turn slightly left, or are we gonna intercept it very soon? I'm gonna turn slightly left, so that we don't get near it. Still got a little way to go, so let's just come back a little bit more. 170 should be good. As soon as we hit the localizer, we need to our approach, because the glide slope is coming down very fast. We're not going to intercept the localizer first, which we should do. So we haven't vectored ourselves in very well. Come on, localizer, you want to do it now. There we go, localizer is, and then we have approach phase on. Now also, let's activate the approach phase. Okay, so we've hit the localizer and we've also hit the glide slope, so we are starting descending as we approach. I'm going to leave the speed at 180 for a second or two. Can't see the airport yet. Okay. Actually, I'm going to drop the speed down to 170, so this is me controlling speed currently. In terms of lights, we've already got our landing lights on. We will just pop our nose wheel to taxi, because we only use it in the top one for taking off, apparently. Probably telling you something that you already know. Babushka, where is this runway? Maybe if I turn these lights down a bit, I might be able to see it better. Let's have a look. No, can't see it. Oh, there it is. I see it. And it's windy. There's no way this wind is variable at 4 knots. Okay, so let's just check everything for landing. We are 7 miles. Let's put our speed to managed. That should, in theory, reduce the speed. Let's go flaps 3, speed checked. Put some wing lights on, then we can see the spoilers maybe. And we'll go flaps full. And last but not least, we'll put the gear down. don't want to forget that, do we? Look, this 80 still says 23 right. If it doesn't, I'm going to be annoyed. Oh, I controlled yesterday and I sort of inherited the wrong runway, I think. So I went with it and then I changed it, and then everybody was confused coming in because everybody was like going in different directions. So I was sort of, I wasn't controlling people, but I was sending them messages saying, please note it's 05 left and not 23 right. And in real life, it was 05 left. I don't know how they do it in real life. It's hard enough when you've got about 3 aircraft to try and think about, but in real life, when you've got to swap runways, it must be a nightmare. Lots of coordination. Right, we are crabbing at quite a severe angle here. As you can see, we are coming in sideways, which is not good. I'm not good at landing when I'm pointing at the runway, never mind when I'm not. Maybe if you look there, you can see how much we are actually pointing off to one side rather than at the runway. But hey ho, we'll try, see if we can do it.
1,000.
1,000 to go. So flaps are at full, landing lights are on, gate is down. We have the barrow set for decision height, and we are landing on runway 23 right, checked. And we are getting bounced about quite a bit here. I suspect we're going to go around. We haven't even got a go around flight plan on there, have we? Bloody hell. Don't even know what the missed approach is. I'll quickly look. Missed, shouldn't be doing it now. Straight ahead, and then. Oh dear, God, don't know what. I'll have to just ignore that for now. I have full flaps. My flaps are full. To be sure, now we're a bit high.
100 above.
Right, we're now at the right altitude. Oh my god. Manchester traffic, Shamrock6 Papa Mike landing, runway 23 right. Shitting hell, I should have said something a bit before there.
100.
Minimum, continue. And autopilot is off. We are coming in quite fast.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Oh, we've bounced. We've bounced, but never mind. Oh my god, we've bounced bloody high as well. Get the nose down, you bugger. Bloody hell, what is going on? We're not using reverses. Just, I don't know what that landing rate was, but it was shit. The second one was probably worse than the first. Alright, let's exit here. We're halfway back to Leeds. Not the best landing. We probably broke a few suspension things. I think we're at Alpha. Where are we? I don't even know where we are. Oh, we're at Alpha Foxtrot, are we? I don't know, actually. We'll go right on Alpha anyway. And we'll contact ground. Just need to turn this down a tad. Manchester ground, good evening, Shamrock6 Papa Mike, vacated 23 right.
Shamrock6 Papa Mike, good evening, welcome to Manchester, taxi to stand 24 via Alpha Charlie, correction via Alpha Golf, correction via Alpha Delta and the November Charlie.
Stand 24 via Alpha Delta and November Charlie, Shamrock6 Papa Mike. He was a bit stuttery. I think he must be a newbie. Right. What we need to do is get rid of some lights and stuff. And flaps. Flaps can come up. Let's go up here. We can put that back on. We can put our strobe off. Landing lights can come off. That can stay on. APU can come on. And then we'll look and see where we are. And we're probably on the grass. No, we're not. That's good. Stand 24. That's right at the top, isn't it? I don't know why we're going there. Anyway, it's fine. We'll go there. At least we're not going to stand 101. Oh my god, took 679. Have you not tried VATSIM? You've got to try VATSIM. I control on VATSIM as well. Only is a lowly ground controller. don't do anything any more exciting than that, but it is amazing. It was a game changer for me when I found it. In fact, I found another like Discord-based ATC first, but VATSIM, yeah, it's awesome. It's very realistic, I think. Very serious, but once you've got the hang of it, it's good. Do you fly on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, or are you in X-Plane, or just let me concentrate here. So this is Alpha. Off to the right is Charlie. We're not going that way, we're going straight on. Yeah, because this properly interacts with you and it answers you back and tells you off if you're doing something wrong. And they help you where they can. I help where I can, but if sometimes it's busy, it's not. I've not controlled where it's been busy for quite a while, but you do have to do some training first, because the last thing you want to do is go on VATSIM and then, oh no, that's business aviation. Why am I going in there? Bloody hell! That isn't where I want to be. This is Alpha. Re-steer. I can't concentrate. Yeah, I think there's some groups on Discord that do like a bit of sort of like training just to get you ready for the ATC talk. The best thing is to do is just log in and listen to what people are saying first and just get used to it. If you desperately didn't want to talk to people, you can do it by text, which is a pain in the arse for controllers if you're controlling and people are texting you, because it's quicker to just speak to somebody than it is to write it all out while you're having 10 conversations with other people. But yeah, it's really worth it. Yeah, being a controller is very good as well. Right, this is Delta up here. And November Charlie, so we actually go Echo as well, but it didn't say Echo, but Echo joins to November Charlie. You should just spawn in and listen in. I can't remember what the like little trading thing you have to do before you can fly on the network. I think it's just basically like the etiquette, I think, isn't it? Just to make sure that people aren't just messing about, I suppose. Still get people that mess about. And always put a comment in your flight plan saying that you're a new pilot, and then people will have a lot more leniency with you. Right, this is Echo going off to the left. That is Romeo going off, Lima, sorry, going off to the right. So we're going to go up here. And November Charlie goes off to the right. Yeah, I tend to control late at night. One of the reasons I wanted to become a controller was that I tend to fly late at night, and there were never any controllers on this time, sort of like this time. So it was like, right, my mission is to provide a service to people who want to fly late at night, because most controllers are like about 12 years old. No disrespect if you are 12 years old. In fact, you can't be 12 years old, you've got to be 13 at least. But yeah, late at night when it's quieter, and I particularly, I'm quite happy to sort of talk somebody through things and just be a bit patient and help them by text. I tend to try not to do it on the voice channel, because it's supposed to be a voice channel for ATC and not a voice channel for chatting and teaching somebody how to fly. But yeah, the main thing is as well, know how to operate your aircraft. Nothing worse than, not for ground control, 'cause it doesn't really matter, but when you're flying and they sort of say, oh, go directly to this waypoint, or do this, do that, do the reduce, and if you don't know how to fly it, it's pretty hard. Right, it's done 2.4 is somewhere around here. That's 2.8. I think this is 2.6. It is. So 2.4 is the next one along. Not quite as far as you can go, but not far off being the furthest place you can go. Right then, let's turn into here. I think the hardest bit people find is getting the clearance at the beginning. Cheers, Talk 679. Cheers for the follow. My son will be getting very jealous now because I must be nearly overtaking him in followers. Not that I've got many, but a bit of competition. Right, let's just have a look from outside, see where we are, and let us stop about there. Oh! You know what? I thought I was going to start to crash my engine into the... Have I overshot that a little bit? Oh no, that's alright. Right then, so we have our APU on. We can put APU bleed on. We can... we don't have any external power yet. Tax light can come off. Engines can come off. I want to see what that first landing rate was. Oh, it wasn't bad actually. Yeah, the second bounce was was worse. It wasn't as bad as I thought. It was still crap, but it was minus 303 feet per minute. The first landing, and then the second bounce was 401. It's not good. Right, we can put the beacon light off. The engines are now stopped. Almost. Let's go to ground services and put some stairs out. In fact, we don't need stairs. Let's get the jetway. If it'll actually come and join up with us. Or with it, I'll just stick itself somewhere. Where is it going? Excuse me, we're over here. Excuse me. Where are you going? Yep, we're over here. I don't know where you're going, but you're not coming anywhere near me. Oh, maybe you're actually on your way to me and I've just stopped you. Okay, let's put you back. I think you were actually. My landing rate, that's a good landing rate, isn't it? 113. Yeah, I keep a record of all my flights on Volanta, as well as I keep like a spreadsheet, and my landing rates are just all over the place. I've got some that are like minus 60, which apparently isn't very good because you want a bit of a bash, a bit of a landing rate, and not just floating. My worst was yesterday minus 700. And it didn't come up with a thing saying that I'd completely, broken the plane, which is interesting. But yeah, 113 is good landing. As long as it was minus and not plus. Apparently a plus means you've bashed your tail on the ground. So, right, we have got the jet bridge in place. We can take the seatbelt signs off. We can deboard. And we can put external power on. We'll leave the wing lights on for now. Don't really need to turn them off.
Mr. Ground, Shamrock6PM, vacating 23 right.
Shamrock6PM, good evening, welcome to Manchester, taxi to stand 22
via
taxiway Alpha, Delta.
I'm not very tech savvy when it comes to stuff.
I'll
just turn that down a bit. I'm not very tech savvy when it comes to a lot of things, so I just tend to do things as simplest way I can. So I like Volanta, it's quite good. And they have, I saw something on Facebook today, they've got like an event, a cross pond event. And if you register with Volanta and do it on Volanta, you don't even have to do it on VATSIM, just as long as you've registered on Volanta, then you can enter a prize draw, blah blah blah. But yeah. So how was the flying then? You probably got more hours of flying than I have, because I don't pretend to be any sort of expert. I just enjoy doing it the way I do it. Fuel pumps can come off. We'll turn the APU off yet, because the air conditioners need that still. I can put our take our ADs off. We can, don't know why I've got that on there. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, okay, whatever. Boom. Yeah, I've had a couple of days off this weekend, and this week, not this weekend, and yeah, I've just been right constantly. I'm not getting any better right though. So that's, have you ever been on a full-size flight simulator? Like, I've been on one, like a proper size, but not, it's just fixed base one, not one that moves around on hydraulics or anything. I did that with the Boeing, so I used to be Boeing through and through, and then So I used to fly with FSX, and I had PMGD 737, which used to fly all the time, and then got Microsoft VATSIM, and then due to fly-by-wire, I had to adapt and learn the Airbus. And I have to say, I like the Airbus much better now. There's a lot less stress involved in flying it, I have to say. Although I do miss having... it's a simulator, so I could have a yoke if I wanted, really, couldn't I suppose, but I think a yoke just makes you feel like you're actually flying rather than just having a joystick outside you. Anyway, I'm babbling now. Right, let's just switch all these off. We need to put this off and this off. Let's reset our rudder trim. That can come down. Oh, do you know what I forgot to do? Oh no, I did it. It's alright. I usually forget to retract my flaps before I switch the engine off, and then you can't retract the flaps because the hydraulics are no longer there. Oh, do you know what we didn't do? We didn't put the cabin lights back on, did we? Yeah, I've got the PMDG 737 as well. I like flying it, I just can't. I've got... sounds like I'm like... So, anyway, for flying the Airbus, I've got the Thrustmaster throttle quadrant and stick, and I've also got the Thrustmaster Boeing pack, which is based on the Dreamliner, isn't it? But I can use it for the 737. But it's just too bloody big. I can't be bothered to get it in and out. It's all boxed up at the minute. I need to sell it again because it wasn't even cheap, but I just never use it. But I do like using it. It's just so big. You can't even reach my pedals because it sticks out that far. It's like it pushes you halfway across the room. It's the control thing. Sorry, let me show you on the video. So that's my... oh, don't know, that's working. That's my throttle quadrant there. If you have a look at the little video in the corner, you probably can't see much of it. I'll put this light on a bit brighter. So yeah, that's my throttle quadrant. So that's the Airbus, the Thrustmaster Airbus pack. So it's got speed brakes, it's got throttles, which has got all the indents in it, and reverse, and blah 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 blah, and then your engine starting switches, flap lever, and then on top of that I've got the Thrustmaster Airbus yoke stick thing. Boom. But like I said, I've also got the Boeing one, but I don't really... oh, sorry. I don't find it as easy to use. Oh, yeah, that's not a very good position, is it? What the hell is going on, man? That's better, I think. That's not, now I can see my fat gut. So, yeah, anyway, I am shutting down. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. We need to shut down up here, don't we? So let us switch off the APU, switch off the APU bleed, switch off the supply of oxygen to us all, and switch this light off, and then we are ready to go. Ready to pack our bags, do a debrief. Cabins in darkness. Oh, that's what I was going to do actually, wasn't it? I'll put the cabin lights on. Right, cabin lights are on now. So they can get off. They're off anyway, I think. Yes, they are. They're all off, so that's good. Excuse me. So the cabin lights can come off. Yeah, I gotta go as well. So thanks for following, and yeah, stay in touch, and watch out for me streaming with when I'm doing VATSIM controlling, and then you can log in and fly from Manchester. I tend to, well, I control at Manchester exclusively, really. But take care. Thumbs up. Friends. Thank you very much, everybody, and until next time. It's been... sorry, I'm just trying to work out where my... It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.